whatever they said. Because this is only two,
Hello?
servings.
Do you have a limit for how long you
So,
can record?
Yeah.
Do you have a limit for how long you can record?
It's just a pound.
No?
There's two pounds
Okay.
here. So do you want to take it?
Do we
Take that for this
we
one.
want them
Here's
to
what
mute
you want.
themselves while we're cooking? Tell them to mute themselves? Hey, there's a big question. Yeah.
But just now.
Because the answer only fit us.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh.
You want to set it 6:10?
Maybe it's not.
So we just gotta remember to do.
Anything else?
But I think we have plenty of everything.
Oh, it's right there. Mike.
Dude, why are you eating?
Oh, the mic's right here. Oh.
It's a cooking show.
But they can't hear us unless that's on mute.
I'm not there.
Now they can hear.
Were you cooking too, or just eating?
Okay, everyone, we'll start at about 6:10, about 3 or 4 minutes. You can get all your ingredients together.
Thank you.
Sure. Goodbye, do you want something other than coffee?
I'm gonna get coffee.
Okay, I figured.
How much time the ingredients list? Thank you. I only got a picture of it last Thursday. Can you send it to me?
You know how you cut the lemon? You do that if you want.
For what?
To cut the lemon for the garnish. Okay. I think of a ways to do it. Probably cut like a
Oh yeah, I remember. Big one.
like cut the end off, and then cut a sliver, and then cut a little bit, and twist it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm talking about? Oh.
Actually,
Wait, let's just try it.
slow.
We'll have it next. Yeah, we'll have it there.
Okay. This is the fun part.
So cut the end off.
Kyoko wants to join. There's something, I don't know if I see any. Yeah.
Should we ask her?
Ooh.
I'm calling her.
Read a minute.
So then,
You can put yourself on mute.
Oh, okay.
like that. What do you think for garnish?
Are we the only ones talking?
Like that?
Yeah,
Maybe
I agree.
Yeah, this is.
Daniela.
We should just
We'll
do
be
this
the
one. Or
judges.
use it for juice. It's fine. Okay. Let me see some.
How do you judge food when you can't taste it? You just look like.
We'll judge it by plating.
Oh, the plating. So I'm not gonna win. First though is like messy, but it tastes okay, I hope.
Good. That's the important part.
1 minute left.
Robin, are you cooking?
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna set it?
Sweet.
Oh,
Wait, we'll stand right there. Yeah.
Robin's gonna have the best taste yet?
Wait,
Oh, absolutely, brother. I have full confidence.
Ah.
It's, Cindy is not
No,
there.
I think I like what you did better.
There,
I think
right.
we did better.
Oh, there were those poor
Okay,
guys.
can you
Okay.
flip over the
Too bad.
What do we do with it?
Can you watch
Yeah,
it?
what's that? Yeah.
Next place.
Where's our chefs?
Right. It said they'll be ready at 6:10.
Well, 6:10. Yeah.
How important is it that we use a red onion? Because I have regular onions, but I
Okay.
don't have red
Onion,
onions.
and then
Would
you
that
Ooh.
be ish?
No, that means you can't do anything.
Okay.
I can't do it anyway.
Oh, no.
All right.
Not an onion?
Just pour red food coloring on it.
Don't look at this, it doesn't work.
I'll do that.
All right, everyone. Hello. Can y'all hear?
Yes.
Y'all can hear us.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna get y'all to mute your microphone maybe in about 1 or 2 minutes. You can keep it on for right now just so we can hear each other. but during the cooking, we'll mute ourselves, okay?
Introduce.
Alright. Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Dennis. I'm a student at UNT, but I'm also a cook at the restaurant. So I know my way around the kitchen, and I'm really excited to be here with you guys.
Okay, I'm Sawyer. I'm on staff here with CS. Welcome to Basic Chef. It's episode number 1, and if you're cooking, you should know what we're making. We're making chicken piccata. It's an Italian dish. It's real yummy, and we're excited to get started. So I think for sound quality, we're going to have y'all mute your microphone so that there's no echoing into Daniel's speaker. And then during the cooking process, we can tell you if we want you to unmute your microphone if we want to get a glimpse of your food. Okay? So go ahead and mute, and then we will get started.
Great. Okay. So to start with, we're gonna go over the ingredients that we're supposed to have. So please help us out. Please help yourself out to see what we have. You can go over.
Okay. So everything here is what you should have, unless it's an optional ingredient. And then if you got it, awesome. Okay. We have pepper. We have salt. We have garlic powder, olive oil, butter, chicken tenders, chicken broth, and we have our vegetables right here. Okay, we have our lemon. Then these other things were optional. This is your spinach, your parsley, your red onion, and to answer your question, it does not have to be a red onion. White onion is fine. And then we have our grape tomatoes, cherry tomatoes. Okay? We have a little thing of flour for our chicken. We have our angel hair pasta, a measuring cup, and a little jar of capers. And I wanted to tell y'all, if you've never heard about a caper, real quick. So a caper is actually from the caper bush, and it's a flower bud that has not bloomed yet. So it's a little bud, a little green bud. So you're eating a flower, pretty much, from a bush. But they're pretty awesome in this dish. Okay. Dennis is going to show us some safety skills with a knife and with some other things, and also some sanitation. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is important.
Yeah. So pay attention. You will be great at the end. Just kidding. Okay, hi, my name is Dennis. To start with, if you haven't already, wash your hands. Very important.
Soap and hot water.
Yeah, soap and hot water. It's very important, especially with the whole pandemic going around. Okay, to start with, we're gonna have a cutting board and a knife. Now, our cutting board, usually, if you put it like over here, it can like slide around fairly easily. So what I like to do is to put some sort of wet towel or paper towel underneath. That way when they put it on top, it's like sturdy and it doesn't move. And then the magic can happen. This is my knife. It's a chef knife, 8 inches. And the proper way to hold a knife is with whatever hand you're more comfortable using.
Close.
Whatever hand you're more comfortable using, grab your 3 fingers here and put your thumb here in the back and your index finger here, and it should look something like this. Yeah, and then that's for and then with the other hand, could you close to the table, cutting board? For your other hand, you want to make kind of like a claw, like drop it and then it's a claw. See this, and every time you grab anything, you put your hands like this, and the intention is that your knuckle should touch the blade. That way, if I go, I have the confidence that the knife is not gonna go farther than my knuckle, and I'm not gonna cut myself. So, if you can just go like this, and then get used to that motion. Also, when you cut or chop anything, try not to go up and down, but like forward and backward as you go. So instead of going up and down like this, go like forward and backward or something like that. That way it's better to cut. And make sure your knife is sharp, because if your knife is dull, then it's pretty dangerous, and you can harm yourself more than you could actually with a sharp knife. So yeah, and
Keep those fingers tucked in,
yeah,
like a claw.
yeah.
Okay, and then the next thing is, okay, you have produce from the store. You don't know where it came from, Peru, Mexico, Canada, California. So it's dirty, whether it looks dirty or not. So you always want to wash your produce, okay?
Yeah.
So we have all of our produce here in a strainer, and we're just going to run all that produce in the sink and wash any dirt, any bacteria, any germs off, okay? So do that right now. Wash all your produce.
Yeah. And while you do that, just think about how wonderful it is to cook with others. There is this one verse that I absolutely love. It's in 1 Peter, and it says that we have tasted that the Lord is good. It's such a beautiful picture to me because I love cooking and I have tasted many things, many different ingredients, and I just know that when something tastes good and you get used to that taste, nothing else tastes the same. And I think that's the same way with our experience with the Lord. Once we tasted Him and those who are with Him and from Him, we just can't go back. And it's something beautiful. And just like that, our produce is washed. So praise the Lord. Yeah. Okay, so to start with, you got it?
Yeah. Should we go cut it? Yeah, we should cut it.
Yeah, she's good. All right. So do that way. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so we're just going to start by cutting some of our produce. We might start with our onion. Dennis will cut our onion for us, if you have an onion.
Yeah. We have an onion. So, can you get close to me? Great. So, with objects like onions are round and they can go like everywhere like these. So you want to try and do your best to find a flat surface to make it into a shape that it can be flat and sturdy. So what I like to do, and for what we're doing today, is this is going to be the root, the hairy part. Put it upside down, like so, and then cut through that root like this, and then this way. You see, we have a flat side, and then this is better. There is the root side. We're not gonna cut that just yet because that's gonna help keep everything together. So we turn it around and we just cut the end off, and then that's just gonna be trash. And then we peel it, take everything out. Thank you. Peel it. Sometimes even after you take the other part, the other one is still pretty tough and like leathery. So you can also go ahead and take the other one out because that one just doesn't taste good. So here is your onion. It's ready. Now, how I'm showing you, you want to make the claw and put it like this, and with your fingers, very carefully, go up and down. And like I said, don't go up and down like this, but instead go like forward and backwards, because that makes cutting better and easier. So go like that, and go slowly. There is no hurry in this. You don't want to cut them too thinly because as we cook them, they're gonna break. But don't cut them too thick either because then they're not gonna be as proper.
So this is an onion string.
So
We're not dicing it up, but we're making strings, okay,
Yes.
for when we saute it.
yes. So finish it up. Just go slowly. Do not cut yourself. Do not cut yourself. I've gotten to the point where I have to carry bandages because I just know I'm gonna cut myself from time to time. Whatever. Okay, so this is our sliced onions, and this is what it looks like. It's pretty. And the reason why we asked for a red onion instead of a yellow onion is because it looks better. It's more appealing to the eyes, and it gives more variety of the colors. And it also tastes a little different, but the main flavor is gonna come from the sauce that we're gonna make and from the chicken. So anyway, here is our sliced onions.
Okay.
Right? Next.
Okay, now we'll move to our lemons. How's everyone doing? Are you done with the onion? Let me look.
Wait.
Gallery. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you're still working on the onion. That Tom's still working on the onion. Okay. Okay. We'll hold on one more second.
Yeah.
Anyone else still working on the onion? How about Laura? Is Laura working on the onion? Okay.
I'm done.
Okay,
I didn't
sweet.
get my but
Okay, we'll continue to go slow so everyone can keep up with us. There's two of us.
We're done.
What's that, Tom?
We got the onion done.
Awesome. Okay, we'll move
Yeah.
on. We'll move on to
Okay.
our acid, our lemon. So me and Dennis have 2 lemons. We really like lemon. If you just have one, that's your recipe, that's fine. But we're gonna cut 2 lemons to make it even lemonier. So we're just gonna cut the lemon in half, okay? Remember, claw it. And then this is gonna be used for our lemon juice here in a little bit. Just cut it in half and leave it just like that. Cut the other one in half if you have it. There will be some seeds in there. If you want to use the tip of your knife, you can try to get some of those seeds out into the trash so they don't get into your dish. All right, I'll just take a second to do that while y'all are finishing up.
Hey, I noticed Nabai is using lemon juice. Is that okay?
Oh, Nabai, could you please exit the TV show?
She's getting for cheating.
Yes, lemon juice is fine.
Daniel, I worked so hard for my lemon juice.
We're cheating over here. At least Nabai is.
Yep.
Okay,
Sorry. Just please stick that into account.
It's
So-
very fresh when she's squeezing it right
Yeah, I'm
now.
squeezing it. It's freshly squeezed.
okay, we have lemons cut. Now, if you have your cherry tomatoes, the optional ingredient, we'll go ahead and cut those in half. We're just gonna go straight down the middle. All right, so you'll just grab it, put it on its side like that, and go straight through it. And this, see how we're hitting all of our color groups? We had our red onion, which is actually looks more purple, they call it red. We have our yellow lemon juice. We have our red cherry tomatoes. And we also have some green herbs and our green spinach. So it's going to be very colorful.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Tomatoes are cut.
Yeah.
And Dennis will go on to our spinach and our parsley.
Oh, okay, great.
Just tell him.
I have a quick question. Are we using the whole onion or half of it?
It's up to you. If you really like onion, go ahead and use the whole thing. You can't ruin it. It's just more onion. If you just want half an onion is typically enough for 1 to 2 servings if you're just making it the suggested serving size that we sent to you.
Okay, cool.
Great. Awesome. So, and for the tomatoes, the onions, and the spinach, you can just keep them together because they're gonna cook together later. Yeah. Okay. So for the parsley, it's this right here. Great. So, how much are we gonna?
This is a little for garnish and then the rest of it.
Okay. Great. So, I really like parsley. It's one of my favorite herbs. And what we're gonna do today is gonna try to keep it in a bunch together, straight. And then with your pinky and your thumb, grab it together from the sides. And then with the other 3 fingers, cover it from at the top. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Always keeping your knuckle, but being careful with your other fingers not to go past the point of the knuckle. Yeah. And then pull some out for garnish. Because after the end, it's always nice to put some fresh parsley on top of it. So if you can just put 1 or 2 stacks on the side for you guys to separate, for you guys to garnish, that would be great. And then, like I was saying, with the pinky and thumb, hold from the sides, and then with the other 3 fingers, keep it from going everywhere else. And then just roughly chop it like this. This way. It doesn't have to be super tiny, but don't let it be too big either. It's just a rough chopped. But ultimately, you guys are the cooks of your recipe as well. So if you guys like tiny parsley, that's awesome. If you guys don't like tiny parsley, this is good enough. If you want to keep chopping this, just give it a little mix. And then with your knife, put the tip here and your hand in here. And then just go up and down, like this. And this is making it smaller. How small do we? Yeah, this is small. Okay. And here we go. This is ready. Great. Alright, how's everyone doing? Did anyone cut their fingers?
All right, we're gonna do a quick spotlight. Let's see some people. Let's spotlight Jackie. We just want to get a quick view of your cutting board, maybe, Jackie. Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
There we
So
All right.
we have my board here. Dennis is very talented, very quick with the parsley.
All right. Yeah.
I got some there, and I got my tomato thingies.
Awesome.
And here.
Very good. Okay, you're on top of it.
Hey.
Let's go to one other spotlight.
Thank you.
Let's
I think
see.
you have to cancel in spotlight video.
Oops. Where was? Oh, cancel the spotlight.
That.
That. Who else do we got? Let's do a spotlight on Nathan. We want to see Nathan real quick. Hello, Nathan. Oh yeah, we can see you good.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's going okay so far.
Okay.
The kids are kind of climbing on me, and that's probably my biggest problem. We have a parsley garden in our backyard. I don't
Oh,
have to expand it,
sweet.
she's regular.
Awesome.
And then, yeah, I'm chopping the parsley.
Okay. Oh, disqualified. Okay, thank you,
Hey, so
Nathan.
we're doing great, thanks. Could be worse.
Okay, we will continue.
Okay, we're doing that.
Okay,
That's cool. Yeah, it is.
so our last vegetable is our spinach. We bought fresh spinach, so it's really long. The stem is really long. So I'm going to cut off the tip of the stem. If you bought spinach, hey Tom, could you mute yourself? Thanks. Okay, if you bought fresh spinach in a bag, you don't have to cut the tips off, but I'm going to do that. And then we're just going to give it a rough chop, okay? Okay, so while we're doing this, actually, Dennis is going to get our pasta water starting to boil. So if you want to grab your pasta water really quick before we cut the spinach, and go ahead and put it on your heat.
Very high.
And turn it on high heat, and we're going to get that water boiling. It'll probably take 5 to 7 minutes. I'll give you a minute to do that.
water please, boy.
So we have our spinach bunch here. We're not gonna really cut it up too small. I'm just gonna cut it maybe 2 to 3 times, just to break it up a little bit, okay? Spinach wilts, so even though this looks like a ton of spinach, it's gonna wilt and it's not gonna be that much at all. But we will set this aside for now, back in your bowl. Okay, so at this point we should be done with all of our vegetables. We have our parsley, we have our spinach, and then we have our lemon, our red onion, our tomatoes, and our parsley garnish. All right, and our water should be boiling at this point. So we're making good timing, okay?
Yeah.
We're getting ready to get to the action. But before we do so, we're just gonna give our cutting board a quick rinse because we're getting ready to put chicken on it. We're just gonna start fresh with a clean cutting board, okay? So you can do that if you would like.
Yeah. In the same way that the blood of Christ cleanses us, you know? Amen. Oh, you get it. Great.
You wanna cut the chicken?
Oh, well, the chicken. Oh, yeah. The chicken, of course. That's the start, right? Great. Awesome. So, when you get chicken, open it up carefully. Do not cut yourself, as always. And check the chicken because it often comes with like stuff like these that is not pleasant to chew on. So if you can just get all your chicken and then clean up those kind of tendons or extra extra tendons that are in there, that could help. That helps a lot, and because it's just not pleasant to eat stuff like that stuff.
It's kind of chewy and gristly, so you want to cut those off.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
So just real quick before he cuts, you want to try to keep one hand clean and one hand dirty. So you'll notice how Dennis's left hand is his chicken hand and his right hand is his knife hand. That way he at least always has one hand if he needs to touch the sink faucet or touch a spoon or whatever. That way he doesn't contaminate what he touches with his right hand.
Yeah. Great. So you see this part right here? I can just cut it off like this. So it's pretty tough. Even with the sharp knife, it's a little tough to cut through. So you mind just cutting through it with your teeth? That wouldn't be fun. Alright. How's everyone doing?
We do have more chicken than y'all, so
Yeah.
ignore how much chicken we have. We're making a little bit extra for our videographer and for the people who are letting us use their home. So Dennis will kind of go quick through this since we have a lot, but y'all feel free to take your time.
Yeah, great. Has everyone been enjoying Matthew? Today was a great chapter. I loved it. It talked about marriage, and it's just fascinating to me the picture of marriage in the Bible, and how we are part of that picture with Christ. So Christ is looking for a bride, and He is waiting for us, and He would never divorce us, which is awesome.
Look at our water over here. All right, it's starting to get warm. Almost there, but not quite yet.
Can I spotlight somebody?
Just a side note, if you have in-process photos or videos, or you want to show us your finished project, your finished chicken piccata, please do so. Put it on Instagram, tag cs.unt, and use the hashtag basic chef. So you can see everyone's photos.
Awesome.
That is
See everyone's chicken.
Okay, how are y'all doing on your chicken cutting? Still working, or are y'all finished? Thumbs up, finished? Thumbs up, finished? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're almost done. We have maybe 8 to 10 or 12 pieces of chicken. We are almost done.
Yeah. Ooh. These it's pretty. You know these birds. Oh, this is fun. Oh man.
Robin had a question in the chat.
Oh, what's the question?
Let's look at it.
How do you cut the chicken?
Chat.
I don't know. Are y'all doing it like across or like vertically?
For
So-
what?
Yeah,
chicken.
so actually, it's a chicken tender, and we're leaving it whole. We're not cutting the chicken anymore, except taking off the tendon, like Dennis did right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a whole chicken tender.
Okay.
Great.
And then what we're gonna do with your chicken, go ahead. Hey, no, I think you can get her face. You can get her face.
Cool.
The camera on our face. We're gonna go ahead and start flouring our chicken. Okay.
Oh,
So-
how far?
With your flour, go ahead and, if you want to, go ahead and wash your hands. That way you'll have clean hands. But what we're going to do is get flour in a small bowl or plate, just like that. You can use half a cup of flour, that'd be plenty. You can use a fourth a cup of flour. It's just to get our chicken coated in the flour on both sides, okay? And once you wash your hands, if you want to use tongs to do the chicken, you can keep your hands clean after that.
And at this point, also, you can get your skillet ready, or your frying pan, and start getting it in a medium heat for now.
Okay, so to get your frying pan ready,
No, this way.
did you turn the heat
No, I didn't.
on? Is this?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so go ahead and turn your heat on medium, like Dennis said.
Yep.
And then take your olive oil. And we have a really big pan right here because we're cooking a lot of chicken. But your pan is a little bit smaller than this probably. But we want to kind of give a healthy amount. You can watch me pour it. But we're not deep frying and we're not sauteing the chicken. We're doing something called pan frying. So deep fry means to submerge your product, chicken, in oil. So we're not submerging. Pan frying is to use a little bit of oil and to use super high heat, and it cooks very fastly. We're not sauteing either. We're doing a pan fry. Pan fry means a little bit more oil than saute, and it's a medium high heat. It would be on medium high, and then it'll take maybe 4 to 5 minutes to cook our chicken. Okay? So here's the amount of oil that I'm going to use. I'll show you.
Yeah. And actually, it was medium high. Actually, it was medium high heat for the pan, not medium.
Yeah, medium high.
Medium high.
Okay, so that's what my pan looks like with oil.
It's like
Can you
just
see?
cover the bottom.
Just cover the bottom. And then also take your butter at this point. We're going to do kind of half oil, half butter. This is going to give us a good flavor, and it's going to help with the heat of our cooking.
Yeah.
Oil smokes a little bit quicker. In other words, it can burn a little bit quicker than butter. So when we add a little bit of butter to it, it will save it from burning or smoking so quickly. So go ahead and add that butter to the oil. It'd be just like that, all right? And we're gonna let that butter melt into the oil.
Yeah. Does anyone have any questions?
Is it all the butter, like the whole half a stick?
Yes.
So the amount that I listed on your ingredient list, you can do about 3/4 of that, and then we'll finish it with the rest of that butter afterwards. I'll let you know when to use the rest of that butter. So use about 3/4 of what was said on your ingredients list.
Never mind. Okay. So I'm gonna start with these. Oh, I'm doing the chicken right now. Just it's a light coat. Don't put too much in it.
Do we need to season the flour?
No, we're gonna season the chicken directly.
Okay, so we're gonna take our pepper, our salt, and our garlic, and we're gonna season the chicken directly, just like Dennis said.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can start with your salt if you want. And then just give it a dusting right over the top, okay? You should be able to see it just like that. Just make it an even coat on the chicken. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and do the pepper, same thing.
And then garlic powder.
And then lastly, your garlic powder. Just a light dusting, just like that. Okay, then we'll flip the chicken and do just about the same thing to the other side. All right, we got our salt, we got our garlic, and we got our pepper. So you don't have to over season it because we're going to be able to taste it later. And if our recipe needs more salt, pepper, garlic, we can always add it to the sauce, okay?
Great. No.
Have we started cooking the pasta?
No.
Okay.
No, not yet. Yeah, your water should just be warming.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
And once the butter finished melting, you can lower it a little bit. Lower the heat a little bit. Yeah. Keep the butter moving.
Okay. Oh. I think for us, we want it to be hot.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm just gonna put it directly. Yeah, why not?
So after you flour your chicken, just like Dennis is doing, you can go straight into your pan of butter and oil, and you want your butter and oil to kind of sound like it's sizzling, but you don't really want it to be popping. You don't want it to be popping hot and be flying everywhere. So your heat should still be about medium-high heat, and then you should hear that nice sizzle sound. Okay.
Yeah. And if you can smell this, then you know that it's ready. Oh, this is the one I flavor before. Okay. spotlight on it?
Okay, we're gonna try to do a spotlight, okay? If you're able to, we wanna look at some of y'all. Let's see. Okay, Sarah, Kim, and Laura, we want to see your chicken, all right? We're spotlighting you. I'll put you on. There we go. You can unmute yourself real quick. Tell us how it's going. Describe what's going on to us.
So this is our chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. Right now it's cooking.
Okay, did y'all cut it up?
We had flour and garlic powder, right? Fresh garlic.
Okay.
We have salt and garlic powder too.
We put some on?
Garlic powder.
Did y'all cut y'all's chicken up into pieces?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Hey,
cool.
why just chicken from
Okay, looking good. So once, thank y'all very much. Okay, let's look at one more. Let me see. Emma, yes, we want to look at Emma's. Emma Cook. Emma Cook is cooking.
Yeah.
All right.
I am cooking. It is cooking. I am multitasking.
Okay.
But I don't know if you can see.
Yes.
Here it is.
Looks good. Awesome.
Yeah. I'm doing my best.
Okay. All right, looks like everyone is hanging in there. We'll come back to our screen. Okay, so once you get all of your chicken into your pan with your oil, at that point your hands should be done with chicken, with raw chicken, so you can wash your hands, okay? And then from that point, you won't have any more raw chicken to touch.
Yeah. I was making. Yeah. Very last one. There you go.
Zoom in on the sizzling chicken.
Okay, let's get a chicken shot. Dennis is washing his hands.
Yeah.
Daniel, you got it there? Okay, can you see it? Oh, there's our chicken. We got a pretty big load of it here.
Ooh,
Ours might take a little bit longer to cook just because we're dealing with so many pieces in this pan. But what we're looking for is a nice, crisp, golden brown, okay? Maybe even slightly dark brown. But yeah, crispy is, if you like things crispy, then you can just leave it in there a little bit longer. If you don't want crispy chicken, you can take it out a little bit sooner. But actually, our pasta water is boiling. I'm sure yours is too. So we might put our pasta in our pasta water at this point.
You see that? Can you like close it in the what? Oh, just the word. Is it? Is it more? Okay. Oh, so it's pretty sure. Okay. Okay. You guys like, can see the piece of chicken in there? No? Oh, there you go. This is getting there. You guys can leave brown, not some more if you want. Just hold it in there.
Okay, so we have our angel hair pasta, all right? The directions should tell you how long to cook it. We're gonna cook ours for about 5 minutes and get it al dente, which means it's not gonna be mushy, it's not gonna be hard, it's gonna be firm pasta, all right? So you probably wanna time it. You want a timer because you don't want mushy pasta. So 5 minutes from the time you drop it in, unless your directions tell you differently. All right? And then stir it around a little bit to get the pasta submerged underneath the water. How's the chicken coming, Dennis?
That's amazing. I can tell you that. So nice. So I like this color for the chicken. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the color that I like. It's a golden brown. As you can see it over there. That's the color that I like for the chicken. But you guys are welcome to let it brown a little more. Okay. And while you guys start, while the chicken is cooking, you guys can go ahead and do other stuff like cleaning up, washing your cutting board and stuff like that. Wash your cutting board with soap thoroughly because we still have raw chicken in there, and raw chicken is pretty dangerous. I've heard. Yeah. Great. I like it. I really do like it. And for this pan that we're using, I noticed that the center gets hotter than the side. So you want to move things around so that everything gets heat and cooks evenly. So this piece is almost ready to go, but this piece in the side is barely getting some heat for now. So and get a plate ready to put the chicken in, the cooked chicken in.
Okay, if your chicken's still finishing up in the pan, we're gonna take a measuring cup like this, just a big one is fine, and we're gonna combine some ingredients into this measuring cup. All right. So take your chicken broth. And then pour the amount of chicken broth. I think I told you 1 small can. You can go ahead and use all of that small can and pour it in here. I'm going to use a little bit more because we're making extra. Alright, so there's your chicken broth. And then here's where our lemons come in. Go back to your lemons. Okay, and we're going to just squeeze those lemons directly into the chicken broth. All right, so we're going to combine all of our liquids in that one measuring cup. Just like this. Squeeze that lemon juice. If you get a seed in there, it's okay. You can always get it out with a spoon. And if you really like lemon, then just put as much as you want. Okay? We're going to use 2 full lemons. If you just have 1 lemon, do according to whatever you like. This dish is supposed to be very lemony and kind of tart. With that breaded chicken, it goes very well together. All right, there's 1 lemon, 1 more. Everyone staying along with us? You're doing good? Thumbs up if you're doing good. All right, Jackie's doing good. Okay, Daniela's doing good. Okay, our lemon is squeezed. Okay, now grab your jar of capers, all right? And then you can get a spoon, if you have a spoon. And then get a spoonful of capers, about a spoonful. You can't really go wrong with, it's okay if you get a little bit more, a little bit less. I'm gonna put a full spoonful into my chicken broth mixture and lemon mixture, all right? Just dump it right in there. And I'm actually gonna do about 2 or 3 spoonfuls. You can do 1 if you want because you're making a smaller batch, but we're gonna have a little bit extra in ours. All right. So here is lemon juice, chicken broth, and capers. We'll be ready in that in just a minute. Let's check on Dennis's chicken.
So some of this chicken is getting ready. Some of this, ooh, that's not ready.
And our pasta should be just about there, right? Whenever you set your timer.
Did you set a timer?
Okay? Let me get you some. I'm going to show you a trick. So you can grab a little bit out, and then you can tell if it's ready if you throw it on a piece of wood and it sticks. All right? So can you see this? I'm going to throw it on the wood, and it sticks. Now you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but that's just something. It's kind of fun. That means the pasta's ready. All right? So we're going to turn our water off.
And get it out.
You can also taste one to be a little firm, but not too firm.
Heat the water up and take it out of the water.
Perfect. Yeah, and then we're going to take it out of the water because that hot water will continue to cook it. All right? So you can strain, go ahead and strain your pasta. We have a built-in strainer. You might have a different strainer. That's okay.
We should just take it to the bowl.
Okay? When we have just a bowl, we're going to dump that pasta into a bowl for right now. It is hot. Okay, time for a spotlight. Who has not been spotlighted yet? I think Robin. Robin hasn't been spotlighted, right?
Come on, Robin.
All right, Robin. Here we go. Tell us, how's it going?
I think it's going pretty good. What?
Okay, show us
This
your.
is my chicken.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh. Good.
this is my pasta.
Okay. Have you run into any difficulties yet?
Oh, burn my finger.
Okay. That's how it is in the kitchen.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
In the Brian Alley.
Nabayan Alley.
Probably.
Yes. All right, here we go. You are spotlight.
This is our chicken. Woo!
Hey.
And then I don't know where the pasta went.
And that's Tom.
Sorry, my face. So gross. Wait, can you see our pasta? Oh, there's our pasta.
Hey.
There we go. And here's Ollie. Headshot.
Okay, once you take your pasta out, feel free to dump a little olive oil into it and stir it around. That'll keep it from sticking together, okay? All right, here's our pasta.
chicken taking a while.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do, this is just a nice practice that I like to do to make sure that my chicken is cooked. I like to grab my fattest piece of chicken.
Which is maybe this one. Alright, this one.
I'm sure they're cooked by this point.
You can grab your fattest piece of chicken, okay, just like this. And then I just like to cut into it to make sure it's not raw. Then I know that everything else is probably cooked because it's not as fat as this piece. So I'm just going to cut straight through this one. And then you can see, I don't know if it's focused or not. Yeah? Cool. That's a good camera quality. Wow. Okay, so we're cooked. So that tells us that our chicken is done.
Great. Just eat it.
Oh yeah. If you have enough chicken, you can do a taste test. See what you think. All right. Just cut you off a little piece. You want to try some, Daniel? No. Okay. Dennis, you want to take it over with the skillet?
The what?
You want to take it over with the skillet?
Wait, give me finish this. And then this is fine. I'm gonna put it ready.
Ready? Okay. So what we're gonna do, this is optional, but we're gonna get a little bit of that flour that you used in the beginning to bread your chicken. And if you want a runnier sauce, then don't do this. But we're gonna thicken our sauce a little bit by adding a little flour. And what we're making is something called a roux, R-O-U-X. Because we already have our butter and our oil in here, we're gonna add flour, and it's gonna make like kind of like a paste. And then that's gonna help thicken our sauce, that flour. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this in. Can you see?
No, wait. Can you like zoom in here? Okay, wait. Let me show you something. So,
I have a question.
what's up?
How much flour do we put?
Yeah, we're kind of showing you right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Basically, the more flour, the thicker it will be. But maybe just a couple dashes. We'll show you.
Yeah. So, what we're doing right now is we're making a sauce, or like Sawyer was explaining, and what we're using is those kind of burnt pieces in the bottom. Those are packed with flavor, and what we're trying to do is release those flavor in a way that we can use it and eat it. It also makes cleaning up easier, but yeah. So, like he was saying, we're gonna use the flour to thicken up the sauce. We already did the chicken broth and the lemon to make the sauce. That's gonna be the liquid that we use to deglaze it. But to start with, I'm just gonna put some flour, and it just depends how thick you want it. I like thick sauces, thick and creamy sauces, so I'm gonna put quite some amount. And
this is somewhere around a tablespoon.
Yeah.
Hey Dennis, how much heat you got it on there, brother? Medium, high?
Right now, medium high. Yeah.
Medium?
Yeah.
Medium high.
Yeah. And once you get it, you wanna just kind of stir the oil. Yeah, you get a whisk, and once you put the flour in there, what you wanna do is just move the oil around so it cooks the flour, and you don't have like a raw flour taste. And you start getting the pieces from the bottom, like so. And you see, you do this just for 1 minute. You can smell when the flour is cooked, which is for me it's about now already. Yeah.
About 1 to 2 minutes of cooking the flour.
1 to 2 minutes cooking the flour. All right. And what we're going to do now. Oh wait, is everyone at this point already?
All right, let's check on y'all. Everyone doing okay? Thumbs up? All right, cool. So we are making the sauce, all right? We're starting our sauce.
Bit more.
Okay. Oh, okay, great. So now we're gonna do something that's called deglazing the pan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take a liquid. It can be any liquid. It can be water, chicken stock, wine, anything that's liquid, and that is gonna dissolve the beer, the stuff at the bottom, and it's gonna end up making the sauce. And we do it, just pour it and mix it up. The purpose of mixing is to get everything combined and to get the bits that are stuck in the pan to dissolve in the chicken stock that we made.
So scrape that bottom of the pan.
Yeah. And right now just stir and try to get the bottom stuff at the bottom. Oh, I like to season this. To really low. Alright, just try your best to pick up the beads from the bottom. And as you do that, you're gonna notice that it's gonna steam a lot. That's just the water evaporating. And the more water that evaporates, the thicker it's gonna get as well. So the longer you do this for, the thicker the sauce is gonna get, and the richer the flavors are gonna develop. So you can see that ours right now is pretty liquidy, and I still have stuff in the bottom that I need to take care of. To spotlight.
Okay, we want to see some of your sauces, all right? We're gonna go to Ebony. Are you cooking? I think
Yes, I'm
you are.
cooking.
Okay, we're getting on you, all right? Show us your food. We're gonna see it.
Okay, so forget the angles, but there's the roux.
Okay.
Whoa.
There's the chicken,
Sweet.
Awesome.
and the pasta is still on the stove. So
Okay. Professional here.
Good job, Ebony.
All right, so at this point, go ahead and turn your heat up to high. You can use high heat.
what's my heat?
All right, we're gonna get Jackie back on. Jackie, show us how you're doing.
You call me?
Yeah. Show us how you're doing. Show us your sauce.
Okay, so we've got the sauce going on here. It's starting to boil.
Yes. That's great.
Good.
That's great.
So we got the sauce, the pasta here, and then the chicken over here.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, you want the sauce to boil because that's how the water is evaporated and the sauce thickens up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm just flour holder.
So if you, I don't think you can see this one.
Okay.
The water bar still has it. Yeah.
We
Okay.
should taste it before we do
Yeah.
What time is it?
17.
Not
What?
brothers.
Sweet.
No,
I guess the pasta.
Sawyer,
Yeah.
And what's supposed to be in this roux again?
The roux is the liquid from the chicken that you cooked, and then you add a little bit of flour to that leftover liquid, the oil and the butter that was already in your pan. And then you dump that mixture of chicken broth, lemon, and your capers into that pan. And then you turn it on high heat, and then you let it simmer. Just like,
How much,
yeah, Daniel, get you a picture of, we're simmering right now in our pot, just like that.
Well, I just kind of sound like
hear it? Yeah. It's right here. Great.
Okay, so at this point,
Can we get a repeat, Sawyer? What do we do with after our roux is done?
yeah, you should have dumped your liquid into your pan, your chicken broth liquid.
We did.
Okay, then you let it simmer. Just let it keep simmering.
Okay.
And then get a spoon, and to check how thick it is, just run it through it, and then you can lift it up, and you can see in the back of the spoon how thick it is. And if you run your finger, you see the line that's left in there. And if you want it more thick, just let it keep simmering for longer. If that thick enough for you guys, then just stop it for right now. And taste it, of course.
You can taste it, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna season our liquid a little bit more, our broth, according to taste. So if you think it needs more salt, go a little bit more salt.
If you're not sure how much salt you need, just go a little bit at a time, and then keep tasting as you go.
We're making a bigger batch, so we're using bigger amounts.
Yeah.
And then at this point, your leftover butter that you have, that 1/4, you can go ahead and put into your pan, all right? That's gonna help give it a rich flavor.
Great. Yeah. Isn't this fun? Have our butter in here. You can see I'm just trying to do this. Great. And once the butter has melted and you have tasted for seasoning and you like how it is, we can go ahead and put the chopped parsley into it. So I'm gonna do that right now.
Cut my saute.
Yes.
Okay, so Dennis has the parsley cooking in the liquid. Now we're gonna come over right next to me, Daniel, and we're gonna do our saute of our vegetables, all right? This should be somewhat quick, because we're gonna use high heat. Go ahead and turn your pan on high heat, your saute skillet, and then just a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan, like this. And then let that oil get hot real quick. And we're gonna come back to our vegetables that we rinsed earlier. Our onion, our tomato, our spinach. And we're gonna get that heat real hot. And then we're gonna go straight in with these vegetables, okay? And we're not gonna cook it that long because we want these colors to be vibrant. We don't want it to be mushy.
Yeah. Should we mix the pasta right?
Yeah.
Okay. So once the sauce is ready and your pasta is ready, you know you have tasted it for seasoning and you've tasted it for whatever else you want to add. You add the butter and you let the parsley cook. We can go ahead and put the pasta in it, and then just mix it thoroughly so that everything, all the pasta is coated with the sauce. And you can make it.
We like capers.
Yeah, we like it. So just go ahead and mix it.
Okay. While he's mixing that, our oil's probably hot at this point.
Is it? It's a little bit.
Okay, pasta looks good. We need a
Look at
little more.
this.
Do we need a little more broth?
No, I think it's fine. Yeah. Look at this beauty.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Okay, our oil is smoking a little bit. That means it's ready. Go ahead and throw your onion in. You'll hear a sizzle. your tomatoes, and your spinach. All right? Give it a dash of salt. Dash of pepper. And then, I don't know if you've ever done this before. If you haven't, you can practice if you want, but we're gonna flip it in the pan, okay? So I think it'd be a good time for you to practice, all right? You wanna get comfortable with it in your hand like this, and then you kind of throw it forward, and you come back right after you throw it forward, all right? And you're gonna catch it, and it's gonna flip the front to the back of the pan, like this. See that? Put it back on the heat. Or if you don't want to do that, you can stir it. Same thing.
This is cooler.
This is cooler.
Can you check the salt?
Hey, what's up, Zach?
Okay, we're getting close. This is just a saute, so we don't cook it that long. I'm going to put a dash of garlic in there. All right, go ahead and kill your heat on your saute, on your vegetables. And the Dennis, it's got our pasta ready.
Yeah. Should be ready, right? About time.
We want to put the chicken on pasta.
Right now?
When we serve it.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you think about it? Okay. Oh, you can see them. That's very right. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, let me turn this off. Yeah.
So at this point, if your pasta is too dry, if you have any chicken broth, you can dump a little chicken broth on it. If it's perfect, then just leave it. Ours is just about right. It's coated with all the liquid. It's not dry, but it's not too wet. That's about how we want it.
And taste it.
Yeah, taste it.
Yeah.
And then we're getting ready to serve up our plate, all right?
Yeah. Okay. So this is how I wanted to play it. Okay. So I learned this somewhere. I don't remember, but you grab it. Wait, could you do here?
Oh, you can see. You're good.
No, but could you put it in here? Thank you. So I saw somewhere this that like grab a little bit and then you swirl it around. Swirl it around. So then you grab that and you pick a spot. You drop it. Drop it. And it makes this very nice, lovely swirl. Great. Okay. And you want chicken.
We're gonna make 3 piles because we've got a long plate. Looks good.
It's too much.
Okay, we're not going to spotlight you right now because you're probably in the middle of doing your pasta, but we want to see your finished plate in just a minute, all right? Beautiful.
Great. Great. And then chicken. I don't know how to do the chicken. This? Or just put one?
Yeah, sure. Okay, you can plate it up however you want. We're just doing it this way. We did
Just having fun.
kind of call that a bird's nest of pasta because it looks a little bit like a bird's nest. Then one chicken tender on each mound of pasta, on each bird nest of pasta. And then we're getting our sauteed vegetables and just spreading it out in between.
Ooh,
Presentation is key when you're cooking, okay? So in 5 or 10 years when you have a house and you have friends over or you open up your home for college students maybe, you can cook them this and make it real nice and pretty.
Okay, I'm finished. Then here's some of the parsley that I left for the video. What? This? Oh. Yes. This is the parsley that I'm using.
That's our garnish.
Super nice and sugar.
Just one.
Hmm?
Yeah, just one long one right there. Yeah. It's okay. Sure. Yeah. Whatever.
I wanted to see what it looks like. Just like wow. Okay. What do you think?
Okay.
Just because I'm fancy, I feel like I
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a little drizzle of olive oil on top.
Oof, I'm scared of doing that. Come on, you can come on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Should we put another dash or something?
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna put a little cracked pepper on our plate. And one more small dash of salt. Okay, y'all, we did it. It took a little longer than expected. We were going slow with our episode number 1. But we have our finished chicken piccata. We're gonna show you our finished product up close. Daniel's gonna zoom in and get it focused on our plate. And then we're gonna come to y'all right afterwards. Wow, okay, beautiful. So this is our angel hair pasta with our sauteed vegetables and our chicken tenders with our lemon, butter, caper sauce. Beautiful. Okay? So now, if you're ready, we're going to come to you. Okay, Emma's ready. We're going to look at Emma. She's got it ready. Spotlight Emma. Okay, tell us, Emma. How is it?
I haven't tried it yet, but it looks like it's okay. My presentation isn't exquisite like y'all's, but I did my best without problems.
Okay, looks
So I'm
good.
excited.
Awesome. We're all going to eat together in just a second, okay? We'll try our first bite all together. Now let's go to unless you already tried it.
I already did.
Let's go to Jackie. Jackie, let's look at yours. Wow.
Hey.
Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful, Jackie.
Because I just
Let's go to Tom Wells and Rita and Nabai, that group. Are y'all ready? Oh,
Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Everybody's getting ready.
all right. Spotlight.
Are you get over the table?
Oh, wait, parsley.
Yeah.
Parsley.
We got a few finishing touches.
Okay, we'll come right back to you. Let's.
Oh, here we are. We're
Oh,
ready.
oh, you're ready. All right, 1 second. Let me find you again. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you see it?
A little bit. There we go.
A little bit.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
Hey.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go to Sarah and Laura. Sarah and Laura. Let me get you spotlighted.
It does look good.
Wow. What is that? Okay. Awesome. Good job. Beautiful presentation. Wow, that looks really nice. And Nathan. Nathan Fellman.
All right, don't be judging.
Don't be judging.
Hold it up a little bit, Nathan. There you go.
Hey.
Okay.
Good job, Nathan.
We got our first paper plate guy. Paper plate.
Yeah, I'm all about convenience.
Okay, where is
Robin.
Robin? Show us Robin. Where's Robin? Here?
Robin over there.
Oh, here we go. Robin. Go.
Are you finished? Robin?
Not yet. Oh, he's not. Okay. We'll come back to you, Robin. Let's go to Isaac. Are you cooking?
I
Isaac?
forgot to buy the ingredients.
Okay. Ebony, yeah. Ebony, here you go. Spotlight.
Wait, no, Isaac had something.
Oh,
Isaac, what did you have?
Isaac, you have something?
My vegetables aren't done sauteing, but here's the end result.
Okay. Isaac, do you have something?
Okay.
Do you have something?
Isaac, do you have something to show us?
Make some chicken noodle soup instead.
Okay. 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 Let's go to Ebony. Show us.
Okay, my vegetables aren't done sauteing, but I don't know how to angle this.
Lift your plate up just a little bit.
Or
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Okay, your chicken looks good.
Yeah.
Good job, Ebony.
All right. Did we get everyone? Okay, Robin. Oh, back to Robin. That's right. Robin, we got to show us. Whatever you got, bro.
My only problem was my onion to the other vegetable right there is way too large.
That's okay. We can't see it.
We can see it.
There you go.
Oh, hey.
Okay. Looks good.
I think you got a new job, Robin.
We're hiring.
Okay. We're going to serve ourselves.
You got a
Hot.
Well, you want that?
Huh?
You want that? We can just bring that on. Are you gonna eat? Are you gonna eat? Yeah, okay, I'm eating. So we need more than one plate.
Okay, that's for you. Daniel.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're getting ready to try it.
Maybe.
Alright.
I'm gonna do this one.
You like it?
Daniel, you want some?
He's fine.
Are we eating? Can we eat?
Okay.
Yeah.
Eating?
Let's eat. Oh. Okay. We're gonna go over to our table here. Daniel's gonna get us.
The chicken is all like cooked, I'm pretty sure. Did you look at the chicken? I didn't look at it. Thank you.
Okay, let's try it. All right? You can unmute yourself at this point and then tell us how good it is, all right?
It's really good, Sawyer. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Dennis.
Yes, thank you, brothers. Good.
Thank you guys.
Yes, great instructions.
Thank you.
He needs salt. No, it's good. Wait, are we just eating together now?
Very good. So we're going to stay on. I know if you want to enjoy it without Zoom, you can. But if you want to stay on and eat and just talk or fellowship together, feel free to stay on. But episode 1 of Basic Chef, I think, is wrapped up.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for joining us.
Yeah, the sequel is gonna be cleanup.
Yeah, we have a lot of cleanup. But we'll leave the Zoom open for just a little bit so we can chit chat and fellowship over dinner if you want.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Are they still there? I can't hear them.
Are there people there? They're eating. Who is there?
Oh, I want to see them.
Oh, some people there. You can come and eat here. Okay.
Oh, there's some people already.
Who is there? Oh. Nathan. Robin!
Oh. How is it, Robin?
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's actually really good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So good.
I want to try yours when I get home.
Okay.
Like it, Daniel?
Did you take a picture before you ate? Yeah. Okay.
Post your pictures on Instagram.
Y'all hear that? Post your pictures on Instagram. Hashtag Basic Chef and tag cs.unt.
Oh my God.
Laura, Sarah, have you tried it?
Yep.
How is it?
I could do without the lemon, but other than that, good.
Okay.
Lemon's good for digestion.
Daniel. You want to take a picture of us for Instagram? You want a picture of us or no? Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Look at it.
I'll send it to you and then you post it. Okay.
They shut off like that easy. Oh, a lot of people left.
Everyone left.
I want to check with Tom. Tom, can you hear us?
I don't think there were.
Can you click the video?
Oh no, there is.
How is it, brother?
All right, we're over here enjoying feasting.
How is it?
It's very good, very good. We got a feast going on here.
I love the lemon part.
Yeah, me too.
Like the lemon pasta.
No,
Oh yes, please. I have a cup already.
You brothers, good choice. I'm not sure how basic this is though, brother. This is well advanced for me. Basic is a relative term.
Put it, all this in the container.
Excuse me? You want some water?
Thanks, Sarah.
Oh, you sent it. Thank you.
Is it okay? Should we stay on?
No, you don't have to.
It's up to you. We are done with the show. Yeah. You can go sit down and eat.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
See y'all. I'm gonna kill this thing. Thanks, Miriam. Thanks for your help.
I did nothing.
Well, yeah,
That's everything.
you help advertise it. How'd it go from the receiver's perspective?
Good. I did a live Instagram video of you guys, and there were several people watching and commenting. I thought it was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
about to put some highlights together into a highlight reel.
Okay.
Cool.
Bye,
Bye bye, Robin.
Bye, Robin.
Thank you for being here. Smart with it.
All right. Well,
Great.
it took a little longer than expected, but I think to walk them through each step like that.
Yeah. We have to pick stuff like that. I'm still hungry. Can you eat some more?
You eat all of it.
Didn't we say we're gonna do it for them?
Oh.
Or no?
Yeah, we have a ton.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to closing event.
So what do we do?
Closing event. So you tell them expecting next time,
All right.
second or something, whatever. Really cold.
Yeah. Alright. When do we start? Yeah, right. Alright, you guys. This was really exciting. I'm really happy how it turned out, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. And we look forward to the next episode.
Thank you so much for joining. This was Chicken Piccata episode 1. We will have episode 2 sometime in the near future.
Yeah.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Praise the Lord. Ready?